At this point, it's only going to take one punch. Well, I got to tell you, Mikey threw a nice crisp left hook off of Campbell shot for Earl's punch.
What's good, YouTube? Stormybman is here, and I'm back with another video editorial. Before we get started, I'd like to say shout out to the LDBC, Lions Den Boxing Community, New Media, and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. We are here to discuss now the possibility of the fight that'll take place between Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell. We're calling it Test or No Contest. This is a fight that is a feature for Garcia, being that he is the young prospect and Campbell seems to be the wily veteran. This has been a formula that has gone on in the sport for many a decade. You know, this is nothing new. But it's interesting because Campbell might be the guy who can give Garcia rounds and give you something to look at outside of just his flash with his big left hook and, you know, his fanfare that has followed him up to this point. With a current record of 20-0 with 17 KOs, Garcia is looking scintillating in his last 4 to 5 fights, where he's knocked out Jason Velez. Where he's had a unanimous decision over Jason Velez, and he's KO'd the likes of Raulio Rodriguez, Romero Duno, and Francisco Fonseca. You know, that's the thing. Garcia has a punch, and we know he can punch. But will Campbell give him the rounds where we can actually see him work skillfully in, you know, a full distance fight? There's a lot that we can learn about Garcia, his mental state as well, because he seems to be a very confident kid, but he hasn't had much opposition, and we need to see him tested. Campbell, whose 3 losses in 20 victories include Ivan Mendy, Jose Linares, and Vasil Lomachenko, has proved himself to be a durable guy, if anything. At the age of 32, he is entering the later stages of his career, unless he wants to be one of the modern fighters who continues to fight well into their 40s. But guys like Campbell don't do that. They're smart enough to get out of the sport, especially the guys from the UK. But this also could be a chance for him to make a name for himself, being the veteran that he is. I've seen that happen on occasion, where they pick you as the wily veteran to be a guy who can give a younger prospect rounds and experience, and then you take them to school, and it turns out that that prospect as a result has suffered a setback, and that wily veteran positions himself for another tremendous payday. It can happen. Garcia's people have named certain fighters that they would like to see, including Tank Davis, possibly Shakur Stevenson, but that's not something that's really on their radar. They want to make as much glitz off of this kid and rich off of this kid because of that, the new social media stage. And that's what Garcia seems to be to me. He seems to be a matinee idol-like attraction in the sport. And the sport has always had those. It's not that we're seeing something new here. But you have to really honestly assess what's going on. As long as they can keep certain guys in there that'll fall down in front of him, he can remain in the headlines, he can remain very popular, and he can be showcased. But at some point, he will have to be tested. It's just a matter in this instance if Campbell wants to be that guy to test him. Campbell has 20 victories but 16 KOs, and his KOs have came against lesser opposition. So we don't think that he might be in a position where he can do something like that with Garcia, but you never know. I favor Garcia in this, but I expect him to struggle a little bit, simply on Campbell being a tough guy and also being a guy who can do certain things to him in the ring, make him uncomfortable. And again, that's what this fight is about, is to teach Ryan some things, or put him in a position to learn some things. What are your thoughts about it? I see Ryan Garcia winning this fight, but it's not necessarily a cakewalk because Campbell will have pride and will put it on the line. This is Stormybman. That's all I have for you at this time. Leave comments. Let's discuss. Until the next time we speak, peace and stay safe.